get out here on the Facebook page for something that I want to call Wow for the Weekend, so that we can kind of take a look at some different beauty and makeup tricks, just real brief, kind of focusing on maybe 2 or 3 things that you might be interested on, and just kind of create a look for the weekend, whether it's for Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. We'll have one of these videos out there. So thanks for joining me, taking a look. And today's Wow for the Weekend is going to focus on our April customer kudos. So what is a kudos, you ask? Kudos is the unique deal for our customers, and there's typically one for every month. And for April, there's a fabulous one, which is such a great opportunity to look at sort of the foundation items that you need for a really good look, a good makeup look. And so they call it the Flawless 4, and it's 4 products that normally would retail for $139 without the deal, and you get these for $99, and it is 4 wonderful products. You get our Touch Glorious Primer, you get Touch Foundation, it's a liquid foundation, you get concealer, and of course, because I can't fit it into the same hand, there's also a wonderful foundation brush. This brush, y'all, is awesome, and I'm gonna be totally confessing when I tell you this, but when I first saw this brush and I saw this being used, I saw it on a video, and I was like, that is the weirdest looking brush. I've never seen anything like it. I don't know why that would work for putting on foundation. Well, let me tell you, when I finally got this and was able to use it for applying my foundation, it has totally changed my life in terms of how I look at these things. It is just wonderful at applying foundation evenly, giving you a soft finish. There's something about this design, this sort of circle design with the pit in the middle. And then the type of fibers, these are cruelty-free fibers that really apply the foundation really nicely. So anyway, I'm gonna get started. And by the way, I'm totally doing this for fun today. The weather here is horrible. And so it's really not a good day to go out and do anything. We're kind of here just cleaning up the house and getting things put away and get ready for the week. So I'm doing this for fun. There's no need for me to put on makeup other than make me feel good, and I'm totally fine with that. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna start off with the Touch Primer. What's really nice about this primer, by the way, you get a lot of it, big tube here. It comes out clear, which is really, really cool. I'm gonna show you right there. So it can be used for any skin type, any skin color. And what's really nice about primer, and I know there might be some ladies out there that don't use primer before they put on their foundation, but you really should think about that because it really helps your makeup last all day. So you're not having to worry about touching up maybe after lunch or in the evening, because what it's doing right now is it is smoothing out any lines, wrinkles, just kind of imperfections, so that when I put my concealer, my foundation on, it's gonna end up really nice and smooth on my face. And then really nice benefit is that you don't have to use as much foundation. So I love that as well. It's kind of a money saver in that sense. So really nice product to think about starting to use. And so it was really easy to get that on my face. Just a little bit goes a long way. And you can see it dries clear, obviously. There's no color to it. The other thing you can see as I kind of lean in here is you can see I have a little bit of redness, which when I moved away from Florida and into some of these more arid climates like Texas, I ended up kind of getting a little bit of this redness on my face from the dryness. And so what's gonna be really nice about doing the foundation and the concealer today is just being able to cover that up, so have some nice coverage and some evenness and kind of get rid of that redness a little bit. So we've got our primer on, and then we're going to put on some foundation actually. And now some folks are kind of into either one of 2 ways of doing sort of the foundation versus the concealer. Some people like myself like foundation followed by concealer. And then there's folks that are really, really adamant about the concealer before the foundation. It's for various reasons, but really just kind of have to find what works for you. But I'm gonna go ahead and put the foundation on next. And so what I wanna do first is I wanna go ahead and open this up because this is mineral based. I want to clear out the dropper that's in here. I'm gonna clear it out, close that back up, shake it up, get the minerals evened out in the bottle, and then I'm okay to go ahead and start using it. So you can see I'm gonna use my foundation brush. Love it, I'm so excited. Feels so good when you're putting your foundation on. And I'm just gonna put some product kind of all around on the brush. And shouldn't really need too much there. And then what I like to do is kind of start dabbing in the different quadrants of the face and then just starting to even this out. And what is amazing about this brush is that it kind of helps provide like a circular motion, so you're covering much more than you think you are because of the circular shape of the brush. All right, so I'm just making sure I'm kind of getting it all over, especially bottom of the cheek, so that you don't see any kind of separation between the skin on the cheek and the skin on the neck. Which, if you wanted to go ahead and use a little bit more foundation and go ahead and get into the neckline, that is an absolute good thing to do. So you can have a nice easy transition from the face into the neck. So that's basically it for foundation. You can already see that my face has been smoothed out. I have some nice coverage here without looking too heavy. And it really has a nice velvety finish to it. Let me tell you about the foundation and the concealer. Both of these items have anti-aging ingredients in them, and they're built to provide skin radiance and clarity. And really both have a nice soft velvety finish to them, which is something I really enjoy without feeling heavy. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply my concealer as well. And I have sort of a spare brush with me that I'm gonna use for my concealer, but you can use your finger. And the tiniest, oh my gosh, the tiniest little bit is all you need, okay? And this bottle will last you such a long time. So what I do, because I'm 37 years old and I get tired and I don't get much sleep sometimes, is I like to use my concealer for under my eyes, and I try to kind of follow a V pattern so that I'm not getting too much of the concealer into the wrinkles, because what happens is if you do that, you end up actually kind of highlighting the dark circles and the wrinkles and stuff, so that's no bueno. So I'm gonna put a little bit for the next eye. And like I said, I'm going into that V pattern. And then I put a little bit of the spare, whatever's kind of the residual on the brush, I kind of put on the top of my eyes as well, which kind of helps prepare for eyeshadow if that's what you're gonna go for. And then I put some in the divots of my nose, which you know is really kind of hard to get into sometimes. And that is it. And if you all let me, I'm gonna do a little bit of powder as well. And I'm gonna go grab it really quick. Hold on. So if you want that extra kind of finish, you don't have to. I know there's some folks out there that aren't really into the whole powder thing for their makeup, but if you are, this is wonderful. Again, nice soft velvety finish, really sets that makeup and gives you sort of that flawless look as well, along with the Flawless 4 products that we just tried on. So I'm opening this up and just gonna apply a little bit just to kind of finish things up a little bit. Now keep in mind the powder is not part of the deal for the month, but it's a great addition if you want to have the powder to go along with the other products as well. So that is it, my friends. Ready to go with a nice even canvas. That is way less product than I used to use with some of the other stuff, the non